وبركاته. الحمد لله الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. في أموالهم حق معلوم للسائل والمحروم. صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. My dear respected listeners, last week we presented a few ahadith and examples from the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about spending in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His virtues. Inshallah, today we intend to talk a little more about it. Particularly, one aspect of spending in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is for those who have. So, one way of spending in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would be to spend in certain institutions, certain masajid, or on your own family, on your own children, on your friends who can take care of themselves financially, but still you spend on them, and that is all a source of huge, great reward in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has also pointed out about a specific kind of spending, which is over the people who cannot financially support themselves, particularly those who are the Prophet, the hadith that I have before me is the Prophet ﷺ said that the one who struggles for a widow, someone whose husband has passed away, or a miskeen, a person who is needy, poor, and cannot handle their finances themselves, cannot support themselves financially. The Prophet ﷺ has said that such person who struggles, who exerts for themselves for these people, for these kind of people, they are like those who fight in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kal mujahid fi sabilillah. Those who one who fights in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or equal to reward in that person who fasts all day and stands in salah all night. So only for doing even a little something for these kind of people that we always have around us if we try to go find them. And the way is that the Sahaba and our Akabirin, our Mashayikh, they were so understanding of this, they understood it so fully well that they would go looking for such people. They would go looking for such people and consider it an honor to be able to help such people. It comes about the Grand Mufti of Darul Uloom Deoband back in the day, Mufti Azizur Rahman. He's a famous Mufti and he has written a huge volume on fiqh. He's actually the teacher of Mufti Muhammad Shafi Sahib Rahimahullah, who was the Grand Mufti of Pakistan. Later one of his students became the Grand Mufti of Pakistan. Before going to Darul Uloom every morning, his practice was where hundreds of students would be waiting for him. His practice was that he would first, right after Fajr, he knew houses of widows that he had marked. He would go to their houses and ask them what did they need that day, would go to the market, purchase their groceries for them, do everything for them, then come to the Darul Uloom for teaching. So these people really understood what was the meaning of these ahadith. They were not only the ulama of words or imprints that they would teach books and write books and have the knowledge in theory. They really had the understanding of deen, practical understanding of deen, and they considered it an honor. People would, he had 50 to 60 students, at least hundreds of students at his disposal, that he could have appointed to do this on his behalf, but he would go himself. The reason is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself has said in the Quran that the pious, the great slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the honorable slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in their amwal, in their wealth, there is a right of the one who is needy. The right of the needy. Imagine the strong word that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using, haqq. They have a right in your wealth. And the ulama have explained, the Hazrat and Fasreen have explained that a lot of times we think that when we earn, we work hard to get that money, we work hard to put food on our table. How could anyone else have a right in it? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at one side, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, it is about zakat particularly, haqq lis-sa'ili wal mahrum. There's a right, they have a right in your wealth. So that is only 2.5%. But there's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, which, if I remember the words correct, more or less, fi mal haqq siwa zakah. There is right in your wealth above and beyond zakat. There's right of people in your wealth above and beyond zakat. So we have to understand that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put those rights in something that apparently we own, that belongs to us. And this we should think about, that whatever we have, whatever we earn, we should think a little about how we've earned it. How we've earned it. So most of us work. Some people would have their businesses. Some people would work for an employee. What do we do that we get the money? We spend our time, we spend our capacities. Who created those capacities within us? Who put those capacities within us? So if we are working on a computer, we are a doctor, we have a business that we are taking care of. Let's take the example of business. Okay, I have a shop. I rented a place, maybe bought a place. I bought the stuff that I have to sell. But then, number one, all of that I did belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because everything, my capacity, my ability to being able to do it was given to me in the first place by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then who is sending the shoppers to my place? I'm not pulling everyone by their hand to my shop, right? Who is putting in their hearts that they should come to my place to purchase whatever they need? Similarly, who put in the heart of my boss to hire me? I had no control over it. Who puts in their heart to constantly keep on paying me for the things that I do the whole month? And who puts in their heart not to fire me? All of it is done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in fact, had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that since 100% of it belongs to us, you should give 97.5% of it in our path, and you can keep 2.5% of it for yourself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had the full right to do that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had every single right to do that. In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have given us very strict rulings about 100% of how and where to spend what we give you. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has left ways open for us. So all of it, Prophet ﷺ has said that a human being says, my mal, my wealth, my wealth, my wealth. Nothing belongs to me. Nothing belongs to that person. Nothing belongs to a person except that which they have eaten, that which they have consumed. Why? Because they will be asked about it. That clothing that they have used and made shabby, they have used it Why? Because they will be asked about it. عمالي من أين اكتسب وفيما أنفقه وعن جسمه فيما أبلاه. And that which they spend forward in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will not be asked about it. That is something that you know for sure. If you did it with the right intention, in the right manner, that you will not be questioned about it. And the reality of the matter is that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts questioning us about anything, we are doomed. We are totally doomed. Rasulullah has told us that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts asking you for what you did and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you and how you used it, there is zero chance for us to enter into Jannah. There is zero chance for us to come out free of it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the questioning on that day. Allahumma hasibna hisaban yasira. The dua that Prophet has taught, that ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for an easy hisab, which basically means that there is no hisab, that there will be no hisab. You will not be asked any question, you will be sent to Jannah without asking question. So my dear respected brothers, to exert ourselves and to do it thinking that we are not doing a mercy or a favor to someone to spend in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rather we are fulfilling our responsibility. Not only that, but it is an honor for us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us a part of His system through which He is fulfilling the needs of people. Because this is a system that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has divided. We are only cogs that are running the machinery of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if chooses us to fulfill or to help someone, it is an honor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is totally free to select anyone else for this honor, and we can be left gloating in our wealth. We can be left gloating and being pompous about whatever we have, until, as the word of Prophet has, the one who keeps on collecting mal, Prophet has said that if a person has a valley full of wealth, they would wish that they have another valley full of gold or another valley full of wealth. So much so that in reality, the stomach of a human being is going to be satiated only with the dust of their grave. They'll keep on doing it, they'll keep on running after wealth, and the sudden end would be that they will find themselves in their grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from bad end. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create an effect of whatever was said and heard in the hearts of people. Brothers who are in greatest